All right, busy day today. The day before the race, it's always the busiest. We got a press conference at 11, find lunch, go to practice at 1, come back, probably try to eat one more time before heading out to a mega, kind of appearance type thing. So, should be fun. It's so cold. Oh, what the heck? What happened to the...
Is it on?
Yeah. Is it broke?
No, we got it. It's on.
Oh, okay. Two little things. Lower back is a little sore.
Sore?
I just need to
Just like
flushing. And then this part of my foot.
Yeah.
It's not even this part, it's more up in here.
Okay.
I think it's been worked a lot, so it's just starting to get tired.
Probably just need your
Foot mobilized.
shoe boy worked on it.
I don't know that one. You ain't teach us that one.
Sorry. I'm gonna show you what it is, so when I ask next time, you know what it is.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna give
not.
It to you now. I'm gonna give it to you now. Where's your TFL? Good job. Okay. What does it stand for?
Shoot.
I'm just on a small quest right now to help them associate the acronyms with the actual word, what it means, where they are, how many they have.
Well, you ever see those TikTok videos where that person will come up with a spray bottle and ask a question? It was her. So she asking questions we ain't go to school for.
Exactly.
And she did.
Exactly.
They must have closed breakfast there. Good, bro. I didn't know that was you, bro. I didn't know that was you.
Noah out here trying to get that curl pattern right, baby.
Y'all eat breakfast?
Or are you dreading it up?
No.
Oh,
I'm late. I'm releasing it tomorrow.
Nah, I feel you. Well, we already ate. We went to the deli right there. Yeah, because I had bacon, egg, and cheese.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm waiting on power.
Tell me, y'all trying to...
Can I join?
Y'all better go right across that street.
I'm not gonna say yes because I asked if I could join. So I'm not about to be I'm not gonna be the one to keep inviting people.
Yeah.
Well, y'all
You mind texting her? I don't got her number. Asking her.
If you need somebody to go with you for breakfast, I got your back. I'll go with you. Yeah, Buzz Deli is right there. Literally.
Germany.
Oh, Gina. Oh. 0 win?
0.0.
Wow.
11.07 in the freeway. She's gonna be 10.9 soon.
Look at that. Everything falling into order.
It's that time of
Look
year, right?
at that.
Last time they could try.
It's just you.
Oh, shoot.
All eyes
We
on...
watching. We wearing masks today?
No, we can take our masks off.
All right, cool.
Matt is going to close the door.
I realized that the main thing that's going to set me apart from really going after that American record and the world record in the 200 is my first 30. And what better way to work at that than running more 60s? And by improving my 60s, it's showing me, okay, that the work that I'm doing is working and exciting, and keep going forward with that. I was like, all right, let's go to the 100. Because again, working on that first 100 compared to my second 100 and the 200 is drastically different. I'm trying to be closer to that 10 flat in the first 100 or the 200 because I'm going to work miracles on that second 100. I'd rather grab a gold than 2 silvers at World Championships. And it was the same conversation me and my coach had going into 2019. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still going to make that same decision. I want that gold rather than having those 2 silvers. So let's get back into the 200 and, we're both on the same page with that. And we're just like, let's attack it. Let's get it. This is my boy Grant right here. Me and Grant been racing since 13. Shoot, in Virginia.
No, 12. That was my first. That was
Right, you're right. Your freshman year was 12, 2012.
A decade.
Man, you've been
Come.
Come. Hey.
How are you?
Grant over here, the second fastest man in the hurdles.
I know.
Trying to get this back moving again.
Shoot, what's going on?
Not I'm just old. Ain't nothing going on.
Boy, you younger than me, man.
I know.
Don't even. But I understand, bro. I had back issues earlier this year.
Who's this one for? Is this for you?
This is me. This is personal.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for this one.
Bro,
I can't wait for this
I had to, bro. I had to, man. I'm just going around and I'm like, bro, there's so many things that I do that I feel need to be seen and so many conversations that don't get heard that some people need to hear. We're out here in New York. This is the track. We're getting in a pre-meet. So we're probably gonna do some blocks today, some fast like flies, just to get the body woken up. And then tomorrow we're in action. I want to make sure that I can get as close as I can to when I actually run on race day.
What we're looking for tomorrow is a really good execution of the turn and off the bend. The rest of this race is generally pretty good, but really trying to put a lot of focus on the first 30 and then through the first 100.
The store's just starting to kind of fill up with clients. I know you're a little earlier than we expected, but that's cool. We'll have a good time, and they do want to get a few pictures of you inside whenever you get a chance. You're wearing the what are you wearing tonight? Oh, you're wearing the dark side.
Yeah.
Jeff Coley says, oh, he always wears the white side. You know, it's like, it's okay.
I wear it a lot, but the outfit didn't call for that.
Okay, that's good.
I wear whatever the outfit calls for.
Well, I do have an ultralight out on display. We're just going to mention the ultralight a little bit because I understand you wear it when you're running. So good. And you and I will be doing the chit chat together. So good deal. How about a big round of applause for this guy coming on tonight? I've been lucky enough to meet Noah before in Orlando, where he's training in Claremont, and I'm so happy to be here with him tonight on the eve of a great race. Noah, tomorrow, big race, Grand Island. Tell us about what's going on and what your expectations are.
So, for everybody who's meeting me for the first time, I'm Noah Lyles. I was very successful in getting my job. I tricked the company into paying me and running half a lap. Greatest scam of my life because I would have done it for free.
So challenging days, they happen to all of us. What's something you do? What's something you do to go ahead and help yourself get out? Maybe it's a video game, I'm not sure. But what do you help to get out on a challenging day?
I call my mom.
That's a good answer.
And then my therapist. And then my mom calls my therapist. See what we talked about.
And then you play a video game.
And then I play video games. When did I feel like I was fast? Both my parents were track and field runners, so track and speed are in my blood. And then from there, you were always faster than the kids around, If we're talking about a moment where I knew that I was gonna really go out there, I remember me and my brother were watching the 2012 Olympic opening ceremonies. And this is when we had our first Olympic dream to make the 2016 team. We were watching the opening ceremonies and my brother jumps up and he's like, "Bro, we can go to the Olympics." I said, "Continue." If we drop our time down a second each year, and we will be running fast enough to make the team and go to the 2016 Olympics. We were 14 and 13 at the time. And we did it. We dropped a second every year we could. Unfortunately, my brother did get injured right before the trials happened, so he didn't get to compete. But I ended up being an alternate in the 2016 team. I ended up getting fourth. I broke the high school record at the time. A whole bunch of other stuff. And that's when I decided I was also going to go pro Adidas. But, that that was the moment that we knew that we were faster than everybody else. And we had goals bigger than anybody could ever think of. I mean, we had to convince our mom to jump on board at first. But she's a researcher, so she likes to research before she does a plan. But after that, she was fully committed to the idea and helped us every step of the way. But that's when I think we knew that we were faster than everybody else.
Well, we know that's going to continue. Noah, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's been a pleasure. Big round of applause for Noah Lyles. Our Olympic director does have some tickets for tomorrow's meet, so if you're interested in going, if you haven't already secured a spot, please let him know. We'll take care of that. Looking forward to seeing you win the championship.
As many people know, 2021 was a very rough year for me. A lot of outside and inside things in track, became an issue. Just a lot of mentally, a lot of load. So I wanted to end my season, and I remember my coach, my agent, my mom, and my therapist all had to basically really get me in the right headset to even show up to Prefontaine after the Olympics. I was not going to show up and probably to the last few days before they made their decision of who the final people were going to be. And the only reason I showed up is because I definitely had a vengeance to beat everybody who beat me at the Olympics.
Some people have talent and they make teams and stuff, but they don't have enough strength or capacity mentally to really make the team and do well. And so sometimes you see those younger athletes just struggle a little bit, but then in 4 years they get nurtured and then they're way better.
Yeah, which is very similar to when you see a lot of athletes who go to the Olympics for their first time or a World Championship for the first time, and everybody expects them to do extremely well. But
because they're running fast,
this is their first, exactly. But this is their first time on that stage, and they come back 2 or 3 years later, and it's like, oh, that athlete that they wanted to be at that time, they now are.
Grit and resilience is part of it. So how you take the hits, take the falls, and what strategies you have to come back and are able to reset.
Learning from each experience.
Yeah, and that capacity to learn, but learn from your coach, learn from other athletes, learn from
life,
learn from physical therapists, learn from your losses. In every moment you have that choice of how you're going to deal with it, right? Mm-hmm. And there's certain emotions that when you lose or have a bad race, there's certain emotions that we know that are going to happen, but what you actually feel is different. Yeah. And you can have control of your feelings. The emotion's going to be there, but you can choose the feeling you want to attach to it, which is pretty cool. The world champions and the people that have done it over and over again, like yourself, they've got all those parts, all those chapters in one, right? The people that win one world championship or one Olympic medal and you never see them again, it's because they haven't got all the pieces of the pie.
I agree. Because me and Jasias were talking about that. We were like, yeah, it's one thing to run fast, but the people who constantly do it over and over again are people who know what they're doing, that have learned from their mistakes or learned about their craft. They're just students of the game. They're surrounded by good people. Those are the people who constantly you see winning again over and over and over again.
It's that angle where the foot drifts. If the foot drifts, and then
So are you saying that the right leg is drifting to the right?
yeah, because it's more so.
That's the third one.
Yes.
The problem is when he gets it there, when he loses that out front,
Yeah,
the shoulders go up.
Yeah.
And when the shoulders go up, then the power goes straight up and down to the track. He's still going to be able to stay over top of it on this step without losing that lower shin.
But I think that's coming from that foot.
From which
From
one?
the left
from
one
my
off
left
the ground?
foot not being balanced enough?
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I definitely.
So it's just that drift, and then the right leg's too far in front, right?
The chicken and the egg. Either way, he's got to still stay over here so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
front
Yeah,
step is still
Which is what
firing
we're
back.
doing with your foot.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we were doing that with the foot before, but we probably need to get rid of it. And then you've got that tag back there.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you're doing there, but the opposite.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here you can still have the upper body, so you can go
Engaged. Yeah.
like that.
Which forces you to stay in balance on the left side while also getting the activation of your full body.
Yeah. So you're using this still, whereas that is like, and even the one on the table, when we do the tap down, you're still like passive through here.
Mm-hmm.
So active through here, I think, is better for what coach is saying.
Yeah. So to make sure that my whole body is turned on instead of being passive and getting lazy because we're on our back. Yeah.
I'm just saying being upright and doing it from here, like to get the glute and the foot.
Can we do that and be lower with that back foot on the wall?
So how I've done it in the past is,
Go here.
Well, to her, to what she's saying
I'm
right
just
now, we're
looking,
just trying to get it active.
Okay.
yeah. So we're just trying to get it
that glute to
active,
activate from
but
that
have
part.
it with the core, having to hold his body, because like you're saying, if he's not holding here and that right foot gets in front and he's back.
Because if it floats, anytime that floats, the shoulders are going to come up.
Yeah.
And if the shoulders come up, we lose horizontal
Which
push.
is exactly what this
Yeah.
position potentially
Exactly.
is going to do.
All right, we're all on the same page.
The other way you can do it, extra,
Is what we got to do.
is
Yeah.
lats activated here.
Yeah. Oh
The
gosh,
band?
Joe, why are you going over the top? Off season, Joe. Off season. I like your thinking though. I like your thinking. I prepare for every track meet like I'm gonna try and break the world record. So, for my first race, probably fixing a few things, but I'm still gonna be giving my all. I'm not gonna go into any race with any intention less than giving my best. It all depends on, how good training has been going. Fortunately, it's been going extremely well, and I'm super excited about tomorrow. In terms of the weather, I've been checking my weather app. It's been looking good. We'll see if the wind is on my side, and to be honest, it looks like it could be a very great day to run. So I want a PR. Let's see if the wind lets me.
Noah, are you tired of the comparisons with Usain Bolt and
Yes.
or does that motivate you?
I'm very tired of it. Just the fact that you called my name Noah means that my name is not Usain Bolt, which means that I don't need to be compared to somebody who's not me. It's nice and all, but my journey is completely different from his. By this age, he had 2 world records. I'm still fighting to get my first. That's just the journey that I'm on. I'm very pleased with what I've done. I'm very pleased with how my journey has been going, because what I have to go through is something that I individually will have to go and seek out and go through my trials and tribulations. And I'm sure that he had his, and that Ariana will have his, and that Kenny Benarik will have his, and Carl Lewis and Michael Johnson, they all had theirs. And that's what makes us all individually different, but at the same time great.
So immediate success for the one.
One action.
Yeah, we woke up. Appreciate it. Thanks, Joe. You hear that, Joe?
Ready?
Sounded nothing.
All right, first go.
2-3 people. Dead silence, because everybody know that they got to go up against everybody. Best of the best.
All right, let us team up.
That's the best feeling right there.
Time to go.
Yeah. Good.
I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the best lane he could have took.
Oh yeah. See, I did that. See, Ramon thinks too much because Shawnee picked 8 for Poland. He's like, oh, what a strategic move. I'm like, no, she just wanted to lane 8, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why it did surprise me. He went outside. He didn't want to see you.
Hilarious. That's okay. He's still gonna see me.
Don't see it.
Oh, man.
It's gonna happen quick too.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Joe, how about you record this for Coach B so he doesn't have to.
Yeah. I got it, Coach.
On you, Coach. Oh yeah.
Morning, like we're holding.
All right. Yep. Every step felt very centered down the track.
You just look so much more balanced today.
Yeah, feel it too. All that work we did.
I love when the blood, sweat, and tears actually pays off.
Right? When you don't have to worry about all this work you're getting done to your body is gonna do the right thing. You know it's gonna do the right thing.
I'm like, been doing this long enough that I'm like, I know what I'm doing, I know what you're gonna feel. Like, you won't feel it yet, but when you do feel it, you'll feel it.
Like, I love days like this because it's like, you don't have to try, but every step you're doing is like that 1 in a millionth chance.
And I feel
you're
like
getting the
all
sweet
the
spot.
work you've done all week, like with me and on the track, is now
Yeah.
like ready to go. Like, we've actually timed it well.
Yeah.
All right.
And I feel that tomorrow's gonna be even better.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is crazy. There's a time period it's like, oh, I'm never gonna feel better than this. And then my body would shock me and make me feel better. And like, you know what? I'm never gonna say that again.
It's like there's no finish line, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no, like, you don't know. There's always a next
better,
level.
yeah. I'm
And
like,
whether it's physically or emotionally or psychologically, there's always a better.
yeah, like my mom, I think I told you the story, but my mom was like, she was listening to me and my brother talk. We were talking about how fast I had to run in the first 100 to get to the American record. We're like, I have to run like 10-1. And in the semis, I ran like a 10-2 mid.
You're gonna be fine.
And she was like, how are you gonna do that? And I looked at her and I said, I don't know, I'm not gonna worry about it, I'm just gonna do it. And I did it.
But there's a knowing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think when you're in the zone, like that's what the zone is, you just know.
Yeah, like if I truthfully sat there and thought about how I'm gonna do that, I don't think I would have got it.
Body good?
I just had to say, it's gonna happen, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, make sure
I just gotta make sure I'm in the right position and I'll do it.
That's that power belief we've been talking about.
Exactly.
All right. Walk into it. Word. Tall.
All right, Jack. World record is dropping tomorrow. All the signs are there. Shoot. And the number that I keep saying to myself, 1910. My uncle told me to run 1910, I might as well just run it.
Now it's spoken into existence.
Spoken into existence.
I just got goosebumps.
I don't care if anybody here, I don't care what they think. It's between me and my body has produced multiple times. You're moving faster at 10 meters than you have all year, all season. Run the race and I know I'm ready. And if I don't, who cares? I tried. And we'll come again. We'll go at it again.
Again.
Run it back. To be honest, I just want you guys to see our life. I feel that every time we go up on the podium and we win races and stuff like that, you know, everybody sees the winning, but there's a whole mess of things that go on in the background. And I want people to know what that is. Because there's gonna be a whole nother generation behind me that's gonna need to know how to do it. What's better, you know, you trying to figure out everything by yourself, and just stumbling the whole way, or when I can come out here and show you my advances the way I've done it. Of course, you don't have to be like me, but you can pick up a few things. You know, there's a lot of wisdom that happens around me. I keep a lot of people that I feel are very gifted at what they do, and showing people that you have a good team around you, you produce great results. Oh, it didn't go how you wanted, but it makes the future so exciting.
It's learning, right?
Yeah, like Coach was saying, oh, you exaggerated your steps on the first few ones. And I was like, oh, really? Because in my head, I had, like, this is a very new thing to me. So I had to exaggerate my steps. And then I'm now at a point where I can naturally do it without having to exaggerate the motion.
It's actually so cool.
It's really good. Like, this is like...
It's actually like huge. It's
a huge deal. It's a huge deal.
Like, it makes so many things possible.
Yeah.
It's like it's like, I talk about performance gaps and like finding the thing to take you to the next level, and you've just found that thing.
Yeah.
Like, that gap just got...
Like, I found that level in a season where I've already made so many, you know, like, level gaps, you know, and gosh, it's these moments right here that make you like so excited for the sport, that get you like so energized for the next thing. Like, we're gonna PR in that 100. We're gonna go back at it in Zurich.
Oh my
like,
god, that 100.
I know, right? Like,
I'm excited for the 100.
Like, I would shoot. I mean, when Usain Bolt ran his 1930, he was running 1969, 1968. So I might as well just throw up a 19.6 out there, you know, who's saying I can't? The world. But proving people wrong is one of my favorite things to do, you know? It feels great to be back in the DMV. It's where I believe me and my brother have the biggest support. It's where we went through our high school days, where we decided we wanted to make the Olympic team, where people, you know, gave money so we could just go to the Olympic trials. And this is the place where people cheer for me on TV when they show back home. And you know, this is the place I feel love. This is where dreams are born. Here we are in the good old rental car. Head to the PG Sports Complex. This is actually where we did like almost all our indoor races in high school. So we actually would have our like regionals here. You know, we're very close with the people here. Even one of the coaches that was one of our opposing teams, we became very close with him, and he's actually in charge of like all the track and field that happens there. But we're going there doing a meet and greet. To be honest, we do this usually for like all the cities that we've lived in or had a part of our like track career in. Of course, we want to do more, but gosh, these things take a lot of time, and we don't got that much. But we do, plan to explore more. So it's gonna be pretty quick. We're gonna be doing like I think a 30-minute Q&A followed by like 30 minutes of pictures. We're gonna be setting out some of the medals. I think Mom wanted to give away maybe a pair of spikes or a jersey or something. Usually there's like some type of raffle, and everybody just has fun. So this is gonna be pretty fun, pretty standard for us. Get in, get out. I don't record that one. Hey, these are spikes.
Really, since we were like kids, we've had like a lot of people give to us like through track and field and stuff like that. We've had literally coaches donate spikes to us. We've had people, pay for us to go to track meets and things like that. Just to get to like the level we are, there's so many people, like a whole communities that have given to us, and that has got us to where we are today. So the idea for the foundation is, just like we had so much support, we want to be able to give support to other kids on all levels. So we created the Lyles Brothers Sports Foundation, and through that we've been able to have camps, we've been able to donate gear, we've been able to send kids to track meets, all different kinds of stuff to really just support communities, kids, allow them to get like the best the best gear, the best equipment, best everything.
We are going to do a Q&A because we get a lot of questions from the youth, a lot of questions from parents. So we've assembled a great panel here. If you have a question, raise your hand, and we want to hear it and answer it. So thanks for coming.
My question is, throughout your whole career, your track career, what was one thing that kept you pushing forward? Like, what was one thing that kept you motivated?
So anytime that I touch something or have interest in something, I don't only want to be the best at it, I want to make sure that it's changed by the time I left. And that's what constantly makes me want to keep coming back.
So has there ever been a time in your career where your own expectations on yourself was negatively affecting your ability to improve? And if this has happened, what did you do to correct the situation?
Oh yeah. All of 2021, that was kind of my mindset. I was never at the point where I thought I should be in training. And that's when I figured out I was depressed. So I got on antidepressant medication. And along with going on antidepressant medication, I upped my sessions of therapy to make sure that I can, get through it as fast as possible. Because if I don't figure out why I believe this, then I'm just gonna keep running to the same scenario over and over and over again. And that's, definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So I was gonna make sure that I got through this and figured out why I believe this, because I had great expectations for myself, and even though I had not the year that I wanted, I was gonna make sure that it never happened again.
I just want to say, if you have an athlete who is competing and they don't do as well as they wanted to do, and they come off the track with their head down, or they're crying, or hyperventilating, or all the things that we do as athletes, we don't meet our own expectations. One of the things that I always did with my children, as soon as they finished running, I never asked, did you win? I didn't ask who came in first. I didn't ask what place did you get. I asked two questions. How did you feel? And what did you learn? You can come in last place in a race and still ran your best race ever. That's the beauty of track and field. So as a parent, I just want to say it's really important that we show and remind our children that it's not just about place or the medal you got or who won.
So we just got done with the meet and greet today. These are all my brothers. You probably saw them all around in the video. It was pretty interesting. It's always pretty funny, pretty interesting. You know, you get wild questions, you know, fun interviews. And to be honest, it's just about making people, you know, feel like they can do anything. So I think the goal was achieved here.
I am and have been for a while a fan of track and field, and I'm grateful to be able to present the resolutions on behalf of the Council of the District of Columbia to honor these truly wonderful, remarkable young men. How about a big hand for them? I would like to take the opportunity to cite a few highlights from the resolutions and their careers. And gold medalists in the 200 IAAF World Junior Championship 2022, that's this year, okay? World champion in the 200, 2019 World champion, in the 200, 2019 World champion, in the 4x100, the American record holder, in the 200, 2021 World champion gold medalist, in the 200, it's amazing, isn't it? It really is, it's incredible. The 2017 U.S. World Indoor World Champion.
For those of you who might be very familiar with the track and field world, we are probably the last sport to get seen, but the most praised at the Olympics. So when the World Championships comes around and it's in the US, we want to see everybody that is possible to make it. And seeing you, Mayor Gray, there, that meant a lot to us. I think it meant a lot to the city, and not only to the athletes that's come here, but to, I'm gonna say the world, because the world is watching. And it's one thing to have support from family members. You know, I see a lot of people who have been here and known me and my brother since birth, who's, you know, literally watched us grow, turn into men. Known when we were coming up from, you know, North Carolina to DC and the DMV area, and, you know, seeing us when we were struggling, we were dealing with bed bugs, trying to find rent and wondering if our car was going to work that day. But they've, you know, been there throughout this whole time, and it's a community. And I think the hardest thing in the world is when you do get successful, you know, everybody can see that you're trying to get to somewhere, and, you know, they want to be attached to that. I've had a lot of conversations where people will usually want to try to grab onto something that you have and try to be, you know, just have their little bit of moment because they feel that they can't get there. And in those moments, I think it's when our family really tries to uplift others to not try to hold on to what we have, but make something for themselves. And sometimes it's hard to do that in your own community. And quoting the Bible here, but you know, this is all right. You know, Jesus will talk about how it's hard to preach in his own city. And you know, you never know what's gonna happen when you come back. Some people might not treat you the same, and that's hard. And I'm getting emotional because I actually don't know. I guess it's I've been through a lot. Right. I think our family's been through a lot. And everything we do, we try to do with the spirit of excellence. And when I look around here, I usually don't go on rants, but when I have people that I feel safe with, I can go into a rant. And this is a place where I feel safe that I can accept this award and, not have to feel that I'm out here trying to be big-headed, but, know that this community supports us and they want to have the same ideals that we are. That as we accept this resolution, we won't take it for granted and say, hey, this is the stopping point, but we plan to go even further. And I know that everybody here has that same mindset, and that's not only a blessing, but that's the goal, and it's generational things. And I told my mom a few days ago that she's like, I don't want to be the head of the family. And I said, you messed that up a long time ago. Because in my head, I have you being the matron of the family. My grandkids will tell their kids that this is the woman who started the legacy of the Lyles, and whoever else's last name gets attached to ours, and dynasties are formed, and saying like, this is why we do this. This is why when we step into a room, people acknowledge us because we come in with a spirit of excellence. We attack everything with a great being, and that's why everybody wants to reach out and help. But at the same time, you gotta know who you are, because there's a lot of people who don't know who they are out there and they get lost. But there's people like everybody who's in this room to help them find who they really are and what they can achieve. So again, I'd like to thank you for this resolution, because one, it means a lot that the community supports us. And we would have done it anyway, but gosh darn it, it feels good to be recognized for something that you love. You guys, man.
Outstanding concerns, if there are any. Noah and Josephus, thank you very much. We are so honored.
So I'm going to read a proclamation on behalf of my colleagues from the council, and then I'm going to ask Noah and Josephus to come up, and we have some presentations here. So, whereas Olympic medalist and Alexandria native Noah Lyles is a celebrated champion on the track, a relentless advocate of programs supporting mental and physical health, and a mentor to youth around our nation. And whereas Noah Lyles is an esteemed graduate of T.C. Williams, now Alexandria City High School class of 2016, and was this year inducted into the ACPS, Alexandria City Public Schools Athletic Hall of Fame, along with his brother. And whereas since Noah Lyles' graduation, he has become a household name as one of the world's most elite athletes, winning his first world championship in 2019 in Doha, capturing bronze at the 2021 Tokyo Olympic Games, and most recently defending his world championship, he became the fastest American ever in the 200 meter, crossing the finish line in 19.31 seconds in Oregon. It's a little quicker than me, a little quicker. It's just a little quicker. I think it was 19 minutes, is me. So, whereas Noah Lyles' conduct on and off the track are a benchmark for all Alexandrians, as he has used his global platform to deliver a message which destigmatizes mental health issues. As such, he is a noted and dedicated volunteer to mental health programs and serves as vice president of the Lyles Brothers Sports Foundation, Incorporated, a nonprofit named after Noah and his brother Josephus, also an internationally acclaimed sprinter. And whereas, while Noah has competed at the highest levels of his sport, he has always made time for students and athletes of Alexandria City High School and the city he grew up in. And whereas, for these reasons, he is a worthy advocate for all athletes and Alexandrians, and is thus an ambassador for the city of Alexandria. Now, therefore, I, Justin M. Wilson, Mayor of the City of Alexandria, Virginia, and on behalf of the Alexandria City Council, do hereby recognize and acknowledge the Olympic and global feats, the athletic career, the advocacy and excellent example of Alexandria Olympic medalist and world champion Noah Lyles in the city of Alexandria, and I call this observance the attention of all of our citizens. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Alexandria to be affixed this 10th day of October 2022. Now, I know that you guys live in Florida now, but everyone makes mistakes. And when you come back to visit, we need a way for you guys to get in, and so we have a key to the city to help you do that. And so I'm going to present that to you as well. Yeah, there we go.
I want you to inhale through your nostrils for a count of 4, so a feather wouldn't move in front of your nostrils as you breathe in, long and slow.
So the bar on the pole now moves to 4 meters 77.
The faster the arms, the faster your feet. They're the metronome, they're the timing, they're the beat. And the key is your core is so strong and your back is so strong now that this is just another part of your fire. When you look down the lane before you get all set up, you're just going to focus on the beginning of the race and doing perfect execution. And you're going to trust each stage, trust the technique. You're ready.
What's up, everybody? We're out here in Boston for the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. This is like the big season opener. You know, we did the pre-season opener, and that's just, you know, dust off some cobwebs. But this is, you know, where it's getting big, getting exciting. About to go to a press conference. We're gonna be, I think I'm supposed to be paired up with Trayvon. Gonna get some questions asked. I'm gonna grab some lunch and then head to the track later on. And after that, you know, we'll just see where the day takes us.
Good, baby. You look good.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Christmas presents, you know.
This is Christmas presents. You can't hide money.
At 200 metres and 100 metres, meeting over 60 metres tomorrow. Please welcome the shy and retiring figure that is the double world champion for the USA at 200 metres, Noah Lyles, and the former world indoor champion and Eugene bronze medalist for the USA, Trayvon Bromell. Photos first, please.
All right, cool.
So you're actually defending your title here now from last year.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because that race last year was my first ever 60 win, in my pro career at least.
And how is your start at the moment? Because that's going to be key, isn't it?
Well, I've been sick for all of last week, so I haven't really got to test it out too much recently, but it's better than last year. So I'm really excited to put it up against one of the, you know, best starters in the world.
And have either of you seen the track yet?
Well, with the building up the track and everything, so I've been up here a couple times to see the building of it. Was able to be here for the opening, so I actually touched the track a couple times, especially with the sports lab. So I got a good feel for it.
Do you like the idea of heats and finals, or would you prefer a straight final?
I'm a fan of heats and finals. Usually it takes at least one for my body to like get revved up. Even, you know, in the 200, yeah, like going to Diamond Leagues and doing one round is cool and all, but if, you know, usually when I have my best performances, I at least have one round under my belt.
I'm still with that learning curve. You know, when I came into the sport, like I heard, I wasn't used to the 1 rounds. Then when I came back, I'm like, okay, I need like a tune-up before I race. But then last year being on the circuit, kind of getting adjusted to it, I'm used to now doing the 1 round. So it's kind of being able to click it on and off. But for me, I'm just happy to race. So I'm looking forward to it, regardless if it's 2 rounds or 1.
What would you change? If you were president of World Athletics, what's the one thing you would change about the sport at the moment?
I'm actually kind of on the side of Michael Johnson when I believe that there needs to be a standard for track and field. We have kind of got to a point where anybody and everybody is professional. I mean, I went to a track meet in Gainesville, and here I am the two-time world champion, and with my brother, who is a world champion on the team, and my other teammate, junior world champion, and he's been on multiple world teams, and he's a professional, and we're training with collegiate kids who are just doing track for the first time. It's like, really? Like, we can't have our own track meet or have our own places to go, or enough of them to be able to have a certain deadline of what you have to do to get to this level. We're just allowing everybody, and even when I was looking online and I saw that they were letting another younger kid into Milrose in the professional realm. And I think that kid is extremely talented, and I want to see him go all the way, and I'm really happy for him. But on the other hand, I was like, I'm kind of hurt because I felt that we had worked so hard to get to this point, and here is a high schooler taking probably a spot away from another professional who is probably working just as hard, but who actually has done the hard work on the back end. He's waited his time, he's waited his moment, he's gone through high school, college, and he's struggling just to keep some food on his table, and his spot is being taken by a high school who's probably not even going to get paid for this race. I was like, yo, we need a line. We need a standard of what is professional, and we need to keep it.
Oh, no brain for love. Oh, say love, just ask the lonely. Oh, just ask the lonely.
Pray for who lost their fate and died too young. Pray for the ones I hate, the ones I love. Pray for my liver when I'm off in this club. I pray that the demons go away, they haunting us. Man, I can't take no more of this lifestyle we've been living. Man, I can't take no more of the white powers in position. Gotta grab up J Will, gotta scoop up J Ridge.
Here we are, New Balance facility. First impressions, I'm pretty impressed. This looks really high quality. The bank looks nice. The blocks are good. There's seating for everybody. It looks like they got a nice little warm-up area back there. It smells like new track smell. For all my true fans, they know what the 2 track lovers, they know what that means. So, yeah, let's go play.
Don't pray for love. Say love, just ask the lonely.
Good question into the ground. Runners to your mark.
It wasn't this big.
Runners to your mark.
And you got the spikes in it.
Barrel from Maine. Let's go.
Damn, like I walk into lots of trips. I'm like, oh yeah, you're doing shit.
Hit. Hop. In it. No, it was good.
I was mentally trying to think of actually
keep
ripping back.
remembering to pull back with it because it looked fine.
All right,
I'm just
cool.
reminding you that that's the position we're looking at.
All right, cool.
Hello, you ready for me on this one? That's fine. Have you even taken one yet? Okay. .230. Yes.
How do you prep Noah the night before a race?
Essentially, we just go through, it's kind of like a mental and physical body check. So I check in with him with what he's feeling, and then I have a physical feel, see if there's any tiredness, anything that's not moving well, and then that normally correlates with what he's feeling. We kind of got it pretty well communicated these days. Nothing too heavy, nothing too hard. It's just all pretty light and just make sure he's feeling even and ready to go.
And Noah, how do you feel after such a long day?
Tired and hungry. Well, I just ate.
So in this relationship, he's a sprinter, I'm the marathon runner.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I keep going well after they get to switch off.
No, it's like 9 o'clock already. Joe's gonna be working on me for at least 45 minutes. And then I gotta talk to my therapist. I hope she's still up though. I just remembered she's pretty old.
Hey Diana, we love you, Diana.
Her bedtime's a lot sooner than mine is, so I hope that she's still up when I call her.
She's down for it.
Yeah, let me just let her know.
Yeah, can you like do these things simultaneously, or do you
I have to focus.
Yeah,
because we will be visualizing, and I can't visualize feeling great when I have somebody making me not feel great right now.
To feel great tomorrow. To clarify, Noah.
Yes. What she said.
Do you feel light and quick and strong?
I feel strong and light, but there's like just a few aches. Like kind of today was just, it kind of felt like Monday, you know? It was just kind of getting all the rust off from the plane and everything. But
tell me
the body is ready. It definitely needed today. I kind of see today as how Monday was, so I see tomorrow as how Tuesday was.
Which was great. Yeah. Okay, so here's the scoop. This is what I've got, and we're keeping it short and sweet because it's just 60 meters. I've got in the warm-up, you want to feel hot, tight, and fluid. Any, like, tight muscles meaning ready to act, react. What else? How do you want to feel in your warm-up, at the end of your warm-up?
I think the hot, being hot, tight, and,
fluid feels good?
Yeah. I definitely want to still feel light, though. But, yeah.
Okay, I've got to put light. Exactly. You've got to feel light.
Your father should detox, my calling is right on time. Transformation, I must have 1,000 lives and like 3,000 wives. You should know that I'm slightly off, fighting off demons that been outside. Better known as myself, I'm a demigod. Every thought is creative, sometimes I'm afraid of my open mind.
The warm-up has got to be hot, and you've got a cap on your head, you've got your sweats on, and you're getting all of the muscles, tendons, and ligaments stretched out, and you're feeling light. And then the muscles are getting to the perfect tension that you need for the explosion and power in the 60 meters.
Today we're taking on the 60. Again, this is where we're gonna make up all the work that we're really trying to do to get this double. Now this is where I'm gonna work on my start, my acceleration, and this is where the magic's gonna happen for outdoors. So, giving my best, giving my all.
That's just 1/100th outside his lifetime best. So no signs of rustiness there as he watches his that replay.
All right, what'd you think, bro?
It was good. Not the best start, but to be honest, the acceleration and the building upon the whole race, it's good. It's really good. Top end was great. Acceleration was great.
So now watching yourself as if there's a camera on you, see yourself walking into the Boston Arena. And it's so exciting because it's all your buddies, all your fans, and everybody's happy, and see the place where you're going to have a special spot, your psychological home, where you can get your mind together, you can listen to music, you've got your snacks, you've got your water, and it's your special place. So now they call your name, and you jump into your body now. And you're looking out at the crowd, but more than anything, you really have to know what your lane looks like. So now you get in the block, racers take your mark, and get set.
Maybe you need to cool down with us.
You see, I came in my clothes to work. This baby's right here. Like, that 100 is gonna be crazy.
She's nasty. Oh, bro. Man, waiting on that one. Waiting on that one for a long time. Bro, that's like that talk that we had back at Lausanne. Like, it's like when you saw the pieces, but now they actually are coming together, and it's like, that's it right there. That's it right there.
And our final athlete tonight, the two-time world champion and American record holder at 200 meters.
What did you most like about athletics as a kid?
I think it was the fact that I didn't have to basically wait on other people, but I knew that I wanted to win, so I was going to do everything I could to win.
What are your earliest memories, sort of your own participation in running?
I mean, you run every day. You know, anytime you go outside, you race your friends. So running is just, you know, part of being human, I guess.
And he's already down the track, American Noah Lyles.
So we're here for a nonprofit event put on by the Atlanta City Track Club and our nonprofit. We're here to help out, maybe teach some drills, do a few Q&As, and take some pictures and see what they need of us. I like seeing if somebody actually has a passion for track. Just because your parents forced you to do it doesn't mean you actually like it.
Here's what we're going to do real quick. So right over here where this sign is, they're going to get all the kids out here. They're going to introduce you. A little Q&A from the kids for a few minutes, about 15 minutes. And then the kids are going to do a bunch of sprint drills over here. You guys just kind of supervise and help out and do what you can, and that's our deal. Okay.
That's easy.
Yeah, so can you guys show them a warm welcome? Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Are you good? I have brought some very special guests to chat with you today. So this is Noah and Josephus Lyles, and I'm going to let them tell you all about what they do.
I don't know if you guys like fast stuff. You guys like fast stuff?
Yeah!
Sonic the Hedgehog!
Yeah!
How fast are you?
So fast.
We want to
So fast.
Real fast.
I want to ask y'all something.
All right,
Have you ever broke the world record?
I've broken many world records.
Oh. Is it like 10,000 million billion?
No, not that many. It's not a number, but okay.
I think we're gonna start doing our sprint workout now.
Is everybody ready?
I want to start this one.
You got it. He's gonna start, okay, but are you ready? Yeah! Are you sure? Yeah! I can't hear you! Yeah! Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say ready and go. You ready?
Yeah.
Right. Ready! I don't think you guys are good at listening. Ready? Go! I saw sweat on Josephus' face. I think he actually got a workout in.
Do you usually let him kind of lead the stuff like this?
I'll let him do as much as he wants until he's ready to pass it on. Because I never know how much Josephus wants to give at one point. Kind of all on the vibe. Sometimes we'll actually walk out and we'll be like, hey, you want to take the lead on this one? He's like, yeah, or no. You know, I definitely say he takes better on the younger age group. Once we get to about 12 and up, I definitely usually will be the first one to take the lead. But yeah, I think he does really good with the younger kids. Yeah, we can take pictures while we wait. Everybody line up behind this lady right here.
Talk to the kids, and you go and you run with them, and like they'll remember that forever. Like that could potentially change their whole life. And you go to a press event, they're gonna ask you like whatever question they ask, and it's like, okay.
Are you gonna break the world record?
Like it's not.
You gonna PR today?
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Like it's not really important, But like you could really some signed shirt that you did for a kid could be the reason that they go and get a college scholarship. Like they might run track seriously, do whatever, and potentially go and get like a whole scholarship just off the fact that like, oh, I met this person and I was running well and I feel like I'm actually pretty good and I want to try it,
Everybody, this is Spencer Nell. This is the guy who basically decided that he was gonna bank on me and a dream, me and my brother. He signs all the checks. He's the big man on campus. He's put on this track meet. He's the guy for Adidas. So just wanted to introduce him. Spencer, you want to say anything?
I just want to say, inspirational. I don't know about that. Standing next to you is inspirational enough. No, it was a pleasure to meet the Lyles brothers and the Lyles family, and it's been a pleasure so far, and the journey has yet begun.
It definitely is only yet to begun. We'll get into the fun stuff.
We get into the fun stuff.
Thanks, Spencer. No, we got here at 4. We went and did some things with the kids. We were supposed to give a speech, and they ran with it. They started asking questions off the rip. Yeah, they were like 10 and under.
Well, if you have any questions,
yeah, hands straight up.
Are you guys fast?
Yeah. Are you fast? Are you the fastest? And it's like, how many miles do you run? Do you want 100 million ability? That's not a number, but okay.
What's your marathon time?
Track practice. Get this done. It's a little wet. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the best ideal situation when we're on a new built track. But it's it's just what we got. So everybody got to train in it. And I don't think it's gonna rain tomorrow. So I guess we could just call this like extreme preparation. Preparation. There we go. Wow, they have this whole thing set up for they're really trying to go all day. This is truthfully how I think track and field kind of should be set up in terms of track meets. We should be doing activities for people to come enjoy the events, and then at the end of the day, they get to come in and watch the professionals run. Most people just come into the meet, they'll watch the professionals run and they'll leave. There's no experience outside of that. It doesn't feel like a party. It just feels like you're forced to sit and watch for 2 hours straight. Now there's no games, no excitement. Even when you go to a basketball game, you're watching some type of entertainment in between the timeouts and all that. None of that track meets. We haven't evolved. The same people who are making the ideas since then are making the ideas now, and it's kind of hard to grow with the times if we aren't, changing the management. Testing out the track, middle 2 lanes. I'm not finding any dead spots really, or nothing to really worry about. I haven't completely checked out the starting line, but I'm not too worried about that. But no, I'm ready. Coach just shut me down after doing 2 build-ups, and really only one of them was a build-up, so that means he sees something too. So you feeling good? Running good. Shoot. Now all we gotta do is go back. We're gonna do a little bit of work with Joe. Get out maybe a few little things that are just too tight to be doing while we're trying to run, and we'll be ready for tomorrow. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Post yourself in a uniform. That's what I feel like I don't see that. That's because I don't.
Just making sure the body's moving well and evenly. So left versus right. Obviously after traveling yesterday, it wasn't a long travel, but it's still a flight, so it's still more sitting than what Noah's used to. So you just want to check that biomechanically he's even, he's moving freely through all his joints and able to produce power where he needs to.
Feeling good. I don't know what it is. We came over here and I started jogging around. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling something. Feeling something in the air.
Hit that start like we're not even thinking about them watching you driving.
Nah, just 100% from the gas.
Yeah. It would be nice if it's a little warmer tomorrow.
I'm hoping it will be, but it's still gonna be at night, so that's kind of the second thing. But even if it was like this, I'm gonna be fine.
Right now reminds me of being in Brussels.
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get a different vibe though right now.
Sometimes New York's nice.
Yeah, if they have it. I mean, they just started bringing New York back. This is the first time that they're having this track meet in Atlanta. So we're getting some more track meets. We just want to increase the popularity of each one of them.
I think the reason for doing it is kind of just to put the track and field stars in a major city where people can see them.
Yeah.
Because you see them on TV all the time and never have a chance to actually go watch it. Yeah. And that's kind of, I think, the purpose behind it.
Yeah.
There is one.
It's like when you get to see, the Lakers play. You can go to the Lakers Stadium. You know where they're going to be. We need to have those same types of track meets here in the U.S. for us. You know that we're going to come back to Atlanta every year. You know that we're going to go to New York. You know that we're going to go to L.A. Fashion walk-in has many purposes, but one of the things that I wanted to really help with is being comfortable in yourself when you show up to the track meet. Getting people out of the idea of being scared to be here. We are stars as we're showing up. It sometimes might not feel like it, but we are track stars, we're Olympians, we're world champions. We're the best in the whole entire world. That's it. We should feel comfortable and excited and show up with a little bit of swagger when we show up. I want to wear my cool clothes. I want to, come in with a swagger. I want, people to see me and like, oh, that's a cool guy. It's like, I want to be like him. Yeah.
Good to make this thing happen.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
My body, I can feel it in my. All the way through my
You've got
body.
that. You've got that.
Got that itch.
Oh my god, I just got
Got that itch.
You just transferred it. Good. Opener. Go for it.
On about to try. So the race plan today is power. That's the word. The word is power. Power in the steps that I take today, the force into the ground, the force into the blocks, the force down the track, the mindset that I just need to constantly have will be power. Having powerful, strong strides coming out of the blocks. Hear the thunderous sound of the track and my foot making contact. Just building and building and building and building, eventually getting to an uncontainable amount that we are basically trapping lightning in a bottle.
And our final athlete tonight, the two-time world champion and American record holder at 200 meters, 300 meters indoor, the ultimate entertainer, a man of fashion, art, and all things eclectic, and he's hoping to do something special for you tonight, and he's already down the track, American Noah Lyles.
On your mark.
Just so you know, the American record in this event is 14 seconds 41, 14:41, and the world record in this event is 14:35. So keep those times in mind and watch the clock.
My mouth so dry.
All right, I got two fast gentlemen with me right now, Mr. Noah Lyles. Noah, you're one of my favorite athletes to cover. You bring the entertainment, you want all the smoke, you bring the fashion, you break records, the list goes on. Why do you put so much into this sport?
Because if I don't, who will?
That's more energy and excitability. I like that from you. We just got to hit it when it's the right time, like tonight was.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything else we've been doing is getting ready to start running fast. Now it's time to start running fast. You got me?
Yep.
All right. I'm pleased though.
So there was a lot of great that came out of it. Especially, I really like that start. I really like the 10 to 20 meters.
I can see that in the drills. That came from how the whole process today we would build an excitability, perfect speed.
Yeah. I definitely wanted that record though. At least the American record. Like, sheesh. I definitely thought that was going to be faster. But it's whatever. We're still on load and It's still the very beginning of the season. We got all the way to August 19th. Technically all the way to September, but that's when Worlds is. All right, let's cool down.